Hey everybody, welcome back to Overland, Florida. I'm Kevin, and today I'm going to be showing you a new power supply that was sent to me. This is the Aguei. It is 380 watt hours and 400 watts. And it's a nice alternative if you don't need a really big power bank, if you're not looking to spend 800 plus on a really nice, expensive and heavy battery bank. This is a great alternative, especially if you're just looking for something for maybe a weekend camping trip or maybe a day or two and you just want to charge some phones, maybe some cameras, some tablets or something like that. This is a really great alternative, so let's go ahead and check inside the box. So it was packaged really well, and just by manhandling it, getting out of the package, I could tell it's actually built really well. So first we're going to go through these. Right here. Alright, so here's the power supply that's going to plug into it. Really nice wires. Really typical charging box. It's of quality you would expect. It's not really cheap or anything by any means. Over here, alright, so if you want to charge this device via solar panel, right here is where you're going to connect the M4 connectors to the solar panel. I'd recommend probably a 100 watt solar panel. Anything less than that, you're probably just going to waste your time. Right here you got a 110 plug for a house or a power inverter to charge this device. Right here you got a 12 volt socket, so you can charge it on the way to your campsite or through a vehicle or something like that. Now this is probably going to take 4 to 6 hours to charge completely, this device right here, so make sure you charge it before you go somewhere, unless you're going to charge it on the way. Make sure you've got a couple hours of a drive to get to where you're going. So looking at the front of the unit, we'll start on the left side. Right here you got DC out. If you hold this button down, it'll turn on these outlets right here, the USBs. You have the mini USB right there, then you have 3 regular USB, the bottom 2 being the 3.0 quick charging ones. And if you look right here, really nice LCD display. It gives you the battery level, and then it tells you input, so if you're charging it via solar panel, it'll tell you how many watts and how much left you have to charge the device. And we'll turn that off right there. Oops. Moving over to the right side, you have the DC out. So you have 2 12 volt outlets right here. Go ahead and turn it on. Same thing with the display over here. Turn those off. You just hold the button down. Now on the bottom right here, you have an AC out. So hold that down. I don't know if you can hear that, but a fan turned on. So over here on the side, you have 2 110 volt outlets right here that can power fans and stuff like that. And just above that, I'll go ahead and turn this on. You have 2 lights, 2 LED lights. That's for a flashlight, and they're actually quite bright. Now if you look right here, you push the button again, you got a lower, dimmer version, and if you press it another time, you just got a flashing SOS. And then you got just a flash, kind of like a strobe. And you push it again, and it's off. Now that's pretty much all the features on this device. And I have to say, this is actually built really well, and it's not huge and clunky and bulky. You could easily put this in the bottom of a backpack. It's just under 10 pounds, which will come as a lot. I'm not going to go hiking on the Appalachian Trail with this or anything. But if you're just backpacking in maybe 1 mile, 2 miles, 3 miles to a campsite, and you just want some extra power to power some devices, definitely really nice. And I found this pretty nice. Actually, when I was walking around with it prior to this, there's actually springs attached to the handle, so when you're walking, it's kind of got like its own shock absorber, so it's actually really comfortable to walk with. And like I said, this flashlight is actually pretty darn bright. So if you're not looking to spend, you know, $800 plus for these big name, big over the top power banks, this one right here is going to last you probably a whole weekend. Like I said, it's 380 watt hours and 400 watts. So they packed a little bit of punch in this little device right here. and it is coming in just at $300, and I believe they're going to be having a sale on this pretty soon. So that being said, at first glance, this seems to be a pretty good device. And of course, right here on the back is the fan, and then you got input for charging, and then you got input right there as well. So it's got nice little rubber padded feet on the bottom. So this is just the unboxing, like I do with most of my other stuff. I'm going to put this thing to use. We'll see if it'll charge the refrigerator, power that, charge some other devices. I know it'll run some fans and stuff. So as I mentioned earlier, this is pretty compact, as you can see right there, and coming in at just under 10 pounds, it's really not that bad. Like if I was going to go on a hike for a mile or two just to find a campsite, definitely could bring this along, especially since it has a really nice handle right here. It's got the flashlight on it and everything. But maybe you're not really a backpacker, maybe you're not really a hiker. If you live in a part of the country that has a lot of hurricanes, power's going out and stuff like that, maybe you live in an area that has a lot of snowstorms and blizzards and your power's always going out. Or maybe you live on the West Coast and you just have a lot of brownouts out there. Maybe you're somebody that just works from home and you're just tired of sitting at the house staring at the same computer screen day in and day out. And you want to bring your laptop outside, enjoy nature, change the scenery up. You're going to need a way to power that laptop or keep it charged. So this is just a cheap alternative to just making that dream come true, working outside and enjoying the outdoors. Like I said, this company sent this to me. I don't work for them. I don't have to give them a good review. I don't have to give them a bad review. But this thing is definitely durable, and I would say at face value right now, it definitely gets the seal of approval from me. Like I said, I'm going to put this thing through the paces, bring it on a couple camping trips, probably try to power the refrigerator, see how long it'll run that for. At 400 watts, I can't even really give a guess right now how long this would run the refrigerator for. But if you really want to run some fans for a tent, maybe some LED lights, charge a tablet, some multiple phones, stuff like that, this will definitely give you at minimum a weekend worth of camping power. So again guys, thanks for watching this review. Hopefully you found it helpful. Hopefully maybe some of you guys will be putting this in your shopping cart and saving some money off of the big name brands that are basically just clones. A lot of the stuff is made in the same factory, I assume, and basically you're just paying for the name. But like I said, this thing definitely feels like it's worth the money, and it's going to be a long-lasting product.